PlayStation. Then Tuesday is Nintendo and the Fortnite 50v50 Celebrity Pro-Am. Don't forget you can download the IGN app for all the latest news right in the palm of your hand. As for today, we're kicking things off next with the EA press conference, and later we'll take a look at the rumors around Halo 6. But now, to help me break down everything we can expect from E3, I'm joined by Alana Pierce, Brandon Tyrell, and Max Scoville. What's up, everybody? Let's start with the obvious question. What conference are you most excited to see? Alana.
I mean, obviously we're all really excited for PlayStation and for everything else. Yeah. We know they'll have big games, but I feel like this year I'm really anticipating Microsoft conference because I feel like it's kind of make or break for them. We really don't know what they have. I'm really, really excited about the idea of Fable has been on this, Playground, Forza, they've got people from Rockstar North working on it, so we know they're really starting up to make some kind of amazing action RPG. I'm really hoping that it's Fable, but also Gears of War. I've been a Gears fan since the first year. Like, that really, really sold me on the original community, so I'm really, really excited.
Yeah, it's true. The Xbox truly is the X factor of this show. What are they going to have? What do you think about Halo 6? Is that being revealed tomorrow?
Yes. I think it's going to be revealed tomorrow. I would guess it comes out in the middle of next year. Wild prediction. That's what I think.
I'm 100% with you. I made the prediction last year and I was wrong, but I'm going to make it again this year. I think we finally see that Halo 6 trailer. I think we're going to get a little bit of an introduction to next from it. Hopefully it's the Chief again.
Yeah.
And, to echo what you were saying, a lot of conferences are calling out Microsoft. Max, how would you? I mean, I agree with you on one hand, Microsoft needs some first-party love, but Nintendo is a house of secrets. They're full of mysteries, and the Switch is barely, 2 years old at this point? Like, it's in its sophomore year. I want to see what Nintendo has in store. I feel like they're really good at keeping things buttoned up, so I'm dying to see what they have for us.
Yeah, for me, I gotta say, even though we do really know what Sony's lineup
All right.
is for the show, as a spectator, as someone who enjoys watching their show, the excitement over the weekend leading up to that Monday is the most fun for me to get together and finally watch the one.
So hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my live reactions for E3 2018. We are kicking off with the Electronic Arts press conference. Once again, EA starting off the show floor. Let's see what greedy business practices they can shove in tonight's show. Expect a lot of cringe, that's all I can really say.
On everyone's mind, whose game would be the best in show?
But I hope everything's going alright.
The king of the battlefield. Last year, the Star Wars Battlefront 2 microtransaction controversy dealt a major blow.
I'll come back in just a little bit. I'm gonna do a couple things, but we got like I'd say around 30 minutes until the show starts, so we got plenty of time to talk about what we can expect from EA. So, see you all in a little bit.
Help but deliver early reveals that include Rage 2 and Fallout 76.
Our future begins.
Square Enix, RPG pioneer turned third-party powerhouse. Kingdom Hearts 3 and Shadow of the Tomb Raider are easy crowd pleasers this year. But Square Enix is sitting on a secret weapon.
Are coming back.
The Final Fantasy VII Remake could be its biggest game changer yet.
We're not forgotten.
Ubisoft, the mega franchise factory. This year, it's betting everything on its sequels. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, The Division 2, and the long-awaited release of Beyond Good and Evil 2. One of the people. Sony, the leader of the pack. Spider-Man and The Last of Us Part 2 are looking to elevate the incredible bar set by God of War. And expect more sleepless nights of theorizing with another look at Hideo Kojima's head-scratching blockbuster, Death Stranding. Microsoft, the hallowed halls of Halo. 2017, it proved it had the most powerful console on the market, the Xbox One X. Now it's time to see if new entries in iconic franchises like Halo, Gears of War, Perfect Dark, and Fable are on the horizon. Nintendo.
I'll be sure to take some notes. on the entire press conference and give my entire more in-depth opinions on what they're showing off.
The future of Nintendo's hybrid console is shining brighter than the sun. The stage is set. The players are ready. Who will be crowned the king of E3 2018?
And now that we know who the big players are at this E3, what do you all think will be the biggest games of the show? What will be announced this week?
I mean, there's a lot of stuff that we already know about. It's hard to guess, but I'm going to go with third parties. I think we're going to see a bunch.
Okay, so it's currently 11:37, so we got plenty of time. I usually like to start 30 minutes before the show, so I can take some time to talk about my expectations and what we can eventually see at the upcoming press conference. Very cheap setup here. I don't have a tripod or anything, so I gotta put my phone on the somewhere where I can stand it up. But this should be a good enough view of the of it. Let me see. Let me see if I can just adjust it a little bit more. Maybe around right there. That's good. Sounds like in line.
Well, you covered third party, so I'm going to go first party.
So, what games do I expect for them to show off tonight? Well, first let's talk about one of the big ones, Anthem. Anthem is a game that got revealed last year, and it's supposed to be just this big title, like a superior version of a Destiny that came out back in 2014. That's at least what I see in the game. I see it as like a Destiny clone, but maybe with a couple of new stuff added to it that could make it better than that game. But me personally, I'm not that excited for Anthem because, well, one, it looks like just a generic open world multiplayer RPG, and knowing EA, they're gonna find some way to mess it up, and usually when companies like to do games like this, they try to add as much microtransactions and business practices as they can, like season passes, you know, and very limited content, so you have to buy DLC later to get more content that should have been added in the game in the first place. So that's the thing that companies always do, and I just feel like Anthem's gonna do exactly that. But I don't know, maybe EA can change my opinion and maybe we can actually get something good out of Anthem tonight. Hopefully. I mean, I don't know. I just know that EA tries their best to make themselves look good, so when the final game comes out, we can slap ourselves in the face and be like, "Oh man, we could have seen that coming from a mile away." And I mean, as much as I don't think Anthem looks like a good game, I do want it to succeed at least because it is pretty much the last game that it's basically the last chance BioWare has in making a good game. BioWare, the developers of the Mass Effect franchise, it's like if this game sucks, BioWare's done. They're probably going to be out of a job. So, you know, as much as I don't want to play this game, I do hope it at least succeeds so that BioWare can keep a job. But at the same time, it's just making EA's greed more powerful if it does succeed. So, I don't know, it's a very even bet here with Anthem. But we also have Battlefield 5, with the newest installment in the Battlefield franchise after Battlefield 1. And first off, it's called Battlefield 5, so already we're like completely just lost on the franchise. But from what I've seen of Battlefield 5 so far, it looks to be this like, it's supposed to take place in World War II, but it looks like a modern day first-person shooter. And let me see here. A ton of people streaming the E3 at this year. Electronic Arts has their own live stream.
Well, it's been an unbelievable season.
Oh hey, FIFA! Hey, remember FIFA? So yeah. I think I'll just keep it like this for now. So yeah, Battlefield 5 looks to be just like a modern first-person shooter with modern elements. Even though it takes place in World War II, there's like supposed to be customization in it. I mean, EA does this in all their press conferences. They're probably going to have a like 30 minutes to an hour gameplay reveal of Battlefield 5 with a bunch of YouTubers playing the game for the show, so we can actually see what Battlefield 5 looks like in real time. But I'm not that excited for it. Honestly, Call of Duty Black Ops 4 and Battlefield 5, I might be skipping out this year because I just don't think it's worth getting them. You know, I don't think it's worth spending the money to get 2 games that are probably going to screw gamers over. It's just, you know, I put up with greed a little too long, man. I don't support that, so I figured the best way to get them to listen is to, you know, not buy the game. But who knows? Battlefield 5 is gonna sell like hotcakes anyway, so EA still got gamers by the balls. And those are really the only 2 games I know of that are super like hyped up, anticipated. But we also got the sports franchises like FIFA and Madden. But since I don't play sports games, I'm not going to go into detail about those. So we're only going to focus on the bigger games like Anthem and Battlefield 5. And who knows? Maybe EA can do another A Way Out this year and reveal something that really catches my interest. My goal for this year, what I'm really expecting, is that I want at least 1 game to be revealed for the summer. I want at least 2 or 3 games to come out during the summer so I can have something to play in the months June, July, and August. Because right now summer is just dead empty. There's no games coming out during the summer. Everything's coming out during the holiday season. Spider-Man's coming out in September. Red Dead Redemption 2 is coming out in October.
You were telling me that when you guys originally envisioned Access Lounge, that it was something completely different.
Yeah, as you know, all of the planning from our team takes
so yeah, we're gonna chill here and just see what comes up.
We were thinking maybe we have a tent in the corner for our Access members. We hand out some water, and then 9 months pass.
Is EA gonna do an outside showcase this time?
I mean, certainly an upgrade from a water.
I don't think they are, but it'd be really funny if EA did their showcase outside. Because it looks like they got a little setup here. I don't think they're actually gonna. Or maybe they are. I don't know. Maybe they got a concert going on and they want to compete with Sony.
But for our Access members, we have a special little gift for them. Spoiler, but it's a fanny pack full of awesome goodies.
So we can't have an outdoor festival without fanny packs. It's like festivals and fanny packs go together.
Yeah, sunscreen, a fan, everything you need, because it is going to be hot in LA this weekend.
Yeah, and for some reason I decided wearing black was going to be the right call.
Yeah, going with the dark colors is not the right thing, but that's okay.
So in addition to everything that's happening right now at the Access Lounge, you guys are doing this crazy streaming initiative. Let's talk about it.
Well, we have so many fans that can't come to LA. Not everyone obviously can make the trip. So we knew we wanted to do something online, and we decided to stream. And someone said, well, how many games do you have in the vault right now? And I go, yeah, let's go ahead and stream it. So we are actually streaming 100 hours, 100 games with 100 streamers, from maybe Ariel to King Batch to Ali to Juan Pa.
King Batch.
From all over the world, and we are going 24 hours. We started yesterday at 9 a.m. and we will be going through Tuesday.
Well, man, go big or go home, I guess, 100 hours. But it makes sense because EA is such an international company. We were just talking about that when we were interviewing the fans downstairs. There's clearly going to be people awake in all these different time zones.
Thankfully, we have so many streamers that were like, give me the 3 a.m., give me the 5 a.m. So thank goodness. You can check that out on twitch.tv/EA. And look for
Electronic Arts is the only press conference
the amazing streams we have going on.
happening today. Tomorrow will be Microsoft and Bethesda. Tuesday, Ubisoft, Square Enix, and Sony. And okay, no, I'm sorry. Let me start over. I fucked up the schedule. I'm such an asshole. Today is only EA. EA will be having the entire day to themselves. Tomorrow, Sunday, is Bethesda and Microsoft. Monday is Square Enix, Ubisoft, and Sony. And finally, on Tuesday, the entire day is reserved for Nintendo. So, that's 7 total press conferences that I will be checking out at this year's E3. A ton of games to reveal, a ton of games to talk about.
Oh, hello. Sometimes you have to stop and smell the roses. Here at the flower wall in the Sims booth. That's right, we were talking about the Sims. I made my way to the Sims booth.
Oh, they got a Sims booth, huh? So we get a new... Didn't they reveal a new Sims game? I can't remember. I think they did reveal a new Sims game.
So tell us a little bit about who you are and what makes you so prolific in the world of the Sims.
I'm Deligracy, and I'm a YouTuber and streamer, and I make Sims videos mostly.
Of course.
I run a channel called The Sims Supply, and I play The Sims, build houses. I love to design some cool things in it.
So obviously, new expansion is coming. Seasons.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Why are you excited about Seasons? What's going to get other Sims fans excited about the season?
Because you have rain and snow, and it's just going to seem so much more real. So I'm pumped for the rain, I think, mostly.
I'm really excited for winter because it absolutely looks beautiful. Like I cannot wait to see all the different worlds covered in snow.
And when winter is coming, you know what happens, right? It's going down in the world of the Sims.
Oh, yeah.
That's of course. So tell me a little bit about the aspect of adding something like Seasons. I mean, what does that do to the overall world within the Sims? Because there's been tons of expansions for the Sims, but how is Seasons, do you think, going to change things?
Well, I mean, it's a life simulation game, so it simulates life, and having weather in the game just makes it feel so much more exciting and real, and you just get into the game so much more, so, yeah.
I mean, one of the big aspects as well is adding a lot of holidays now as well, and customizable holidays, so you theme them around the seasons itself. So you have the winter holidays and summer ones. You have a lot of different parties that you can now throw experience.
It looks the same as the last one.
Did you do that in The Sims to make it a little cloudier? Because it's hot.
I don't even play The Sims anymore. I haven't played... What the fuck? Okay, sorry. Apparently the thing messed up. But it's like I haven't played The Sims since, what was it, Sims 3 on the Xbox 360? I think... I don't know. I can't remember. I do remember playing the first Sims on PC.
Speak about what you see in Seasons?
Possibly Seasons. I myself am streaming tomorrow with Lil Simsy, another big simmer, and baby Ariel. And I don't know if we're going to play Seasons, but we'll be playing some Sims content. So
trying to keep all the secrets for themselves. See? That's just how it is. If you could stream Seasons, you would, right?
Oh, absolutely, yeah, 100%.
So what got you into The Sims? What is it about The Sims that keeps you coming back for each and every expansion?
Yeah, I mean, I've been playing since...
I'm going to try to adjust the camera just a little bit. I might have to
my dad brought it home one day,
mess around with it.
Play it every chance I could. It's just like a creative outlet.
So I want to get like it in line with the screen
what
here.
What is it about that world, of getting to create your own world, and create your own atmosphere, now getting to create your own seasons and tweak that a little bit? How does that make you feel like? What keeps you coming back?
That's the creativity for me. Like, I've always growing up, I love building with Legos and all that kind of stuff. So being able to create your own world and craft it, tell the stories with The Sims the way you want to, and now being able to control the weather and just adding that into all that makes it super exciting. It's just a freedom to be able to do what we want.
I'm a guy who likes things perfect, apparently.
You start again, like it never ends.
So what's been your favorite expansion so far?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Yeah. I think Cats and
All right,
Dogs
hold
was
on.
pretty cool because you got to have pets and a new world, and that was super fun. Probably Cats and Dogs or City Living.
You gotta figure this shit out.
Big apartment buildings and go to festivals. Yeah.
For me, it would be Get to Work so far, because able to run retail stores so you can become an entrepreneur, sell whatever you want from the catalog. I always love that aspect of the game, to make my way in the world.
He's like, I love playing games because, you know, I like the job part of it. I love getting to work with my Sims, putting those Sims to work. Lazy Sims just lying around. Well, now they get to lie around and hopefully in the sun, maybe a little rain, maybe like lying around in the snow.
Yeah?
Okay, that'll be good. That'll be good right there.
Make snow angels. See, that's what I'm in for.
How exciting is that?
So June 22nd, you're going to get your chance to make snow angels when the Sim Seasons expansion hits everywhere. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. And thank you. Hopefully you guys have a great EA
So it's
play.
an
And now,
expansion.
let's
It's
take a
not
look
an
at exactly
actual
what I've been talking about
game.
with
It's just an
this
expansion on the
trailer.
last one. That's why I look like the last one, because it's just an expansion. It's not an actual full game.
Coming June 22nd to The Sims, but now
It's weird how they're having a Sims expansion for The Sims 4 when the game came out like, what, 2 years ago, 3 years ago? It's been a long time since I heard anything about The Sims 4, so it's kind of weird how they're putting out an expansion now, but hey, if people still play The Sims 4, then more power to them.
Absolutely. Gaming industry opens up such a variety of opportunities and careers within this industry, and that's what I love about it. Doesn't matter if you want to be a developer, if you want to be finance, analyst, we have all types of opportunities for you, and that's what we're here for. I'm a recruiting team, is to partner with you, help you identify what skill sets align with your passions and career.
Now, is that a tough gig to be a recruiter for the video games industry? Because it seems like, lots of people love video games. I assume a lot of people want to work in the games industry. How do you find and pick perfect spots for people?
I always tell people network with who you know in the industry and make sure you're engaging new people to learn from them as well. But for us, we actually just want to engage all talent. There's so many different types of skill sets and levels that we want to include into our industry. That's what makes it diverse, so we can have such great experiences for everybody.
And as a recruiter, how cool is it for you to get to come to something like EA Play and see all these people who are passionate about video games and you might even be hiring someday?
Oh, it's so exciting. The vibe here is great. I love knowing that we're surrounded by such creative people and passionate people about the industry, and it's just great to see that come into our culture and see what environments get pushed through all the other different teams.
Now, you can be a recruiter for tons of things. There's tons of jobs out there. What is it about the games industry that is the perfect place to be recruiting for? I mean, because, as I said earlier, there's so many passionate people, but how different is it working within the games industry than it is with some of the other industries?
It's such a fun environment to be in. That's the great thing. With all the different creative people that you're surrounded by, you can learn from every day. There's new technologies going on in the game industry. It's just an exciting environment, and that allows you to be an individual. We really embrace that within the culture.
And what got you into this industry? I mean, again, tons of industries out there, but what is it about games that brought you into that world?
I'm passionate about gaming.
Don't know what that was about.
We're
gonna cut to you guys real quick, and you know, even though there's an interview going on,
you love gaming,
hope you're all smiling.
EA careers, check it out, see what we have.
It looks so awkward too. It's just like, whoa, okay, what do we do now?
So we have everything from recruiting, HR, finance, artists.
This is only the pre-show, ladies and gentlemen.
Every type of skill set.
That's
so only the pre-show.
EA.com/careers.
EA.com/careers. Check out our world. Check out our locations across the globe.
Shannon, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Have a great time.
I'm going to have an awesome time, and that's just one job that you can get in the games industry, but perhaps playing video games is the job you want. That's right, playing the games. How about playing the games way before they even come out? EA has play testing available for you. That's right, you can be a gameplay tester. That means playing games months, sometimes years before they come out, and having the opportunity to help develop that game and make sure that it's the perfect game and the game you want it to be. Maybe you live in the United States, Canada, Sweden, Australia.
Yeah, I don't think it's that easy,
EA
but
studios in all those locations that make it super easy for you to go to. So if you just go to EA.com/playtesting, you can find the perfect career path for you in testing video video games. It sounds so amazing. You don't live in those areas? There's something in there for you too. Why? Because you can possibly test games from the comfort of your own home. You don't even need to leave the bed. You could just be hanging out in your jams, testing video games, giving your feedback, and helping how these video games are made. So once again, EA.com/playtesting. Go there, find out all the information. You'll make a couple clicks here and there, and you too can be playtesting video games way before they come out and telling me what's coming out so I know all the secrets. Because who doesn't want to do that? I want to do that. So that's, again, playtesting. Go check it out. And now we're going to head inside and see what Andrea's doing. I think she's busy.
Still, I don't think it's that easy to just sign up and play test video games. I think there's a lot more to it than that. But who knows? I mean, you can all check it out for yourselves.
And that is what's happening inside the Palladium. But I want to learn a little bit more about the Palladium itself. And that's why I found my man Dylan right here.
Ryan Gosling? Yeah, he looks like Ryan Gosling.
What is it about this venue that makes it so special and keeps EA coming back for each EA play?
Alright, we only got a minute left, ladies and gentlemen.
The opening night, Frank Sinatra was an opener on the bill. And
not even the closer? Old Blue Eyes was the opener?
Opening. So,
about 2 minutes left.
About everyone's played here: Rolling Stones, Nirvana, Prince, Elton John, lately Jay-Z, Justin Timberlake, Dave Chappelle. Filmed a special here, so everything between put up in this year, and so now we have a festival here with gaming, music. It's a great time.
And so, what is it about EA Play that excites you the most?
I just like the transformation of the venue. We take over the whole block, close down streets. There's thousands of people that come through, have a good time. They have A-list talent. They come and play concerts at night. It's a really good time.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Dylan. I appreciate it. Thank you. That's a little bit about the Palladium. And now, let's head inside and check out the show. Thumbs up.
Yay!
She told me to rap. I was rapping. We're still going. Or not rapping. We're still... I was lied to. Welcome to the Family Fun Zone.
Oh, jeez.
This is where you can get all your real racing action on. It may be a mobile game, but...
Oh, jeez. Did they even rehearse this shit? Just do
do
what you need to do, man.
He's like, I'm ready. I'm jumping in live. No pressure, but the camera's on. There's a ball pit over here. There's food over here. We're going inside. Let's head inside and check out the show.
Oh, wait, I got cut off again. Here we go. EA Play 2018, ladies and gentlemen. 2, 1, cringe! Alright. Oh, here we go. It's a gaming montage like last year. Alright. What the hell? Is this showcase in 3D now? Does everyone have 3D glasses?
Oh my gosh, how cool is that? So that was Anthem. We're going to talk about that a little bit later in the show. But welcome everybody to EA Play. I'm Andrea Renee, and while you might recognize me from the gaming community, I'm kind of a new face around here. So this year, EA wanted to change things up because they know that I'm both a gamer and a fan. So they invited me to come and host the show. And I think this year is going to be a lot of fun, you guys. I hope you're ready, because we're about to kick the press conference off. But before we do that, EA Play is more than just the show you're about to watch. Right behind these doors, there is a fan fest outside, and it is huge this year. It's a full 3-day gaming festival where thousands of gamers can come and play games for free. Now, inside the theater here, there are hundreds of community members from all over the world who are going to be capturing, streaming, and getting their first impressions of the games that we're going to be showing off here today. But before we can get to that, we've got some reveals, of course. We're going to kick things off with a look at Battlefield 5 multiplayer. Now, I know Trevor Noah gave you the first look. Yeah, we can wrap it up last month, but we've got some new stuff to show you today. Then we're going to move on to FIFA 19, and boy, do they have some big news, you guys. Any World Cup
Like a
fans?
small applause for FIFA.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Then we've got 2 new indie games to share, and then I'm going to come back towards the end of the show with some of my favorite developers to give you guys a nice, meaty look at Anthem. And of course, yeah, we got the woos for Anthem. I'm into it. You want to do this with me? Well, wouldn't it be fun, you guys, if I told you all the secrets at once, right? Give him a break. He needs to just enjoy the show. So
that guy's just like, what am I doing? Alright, so Battlefield 5, here we go.
Right, it's time to kick this thing off. It's been 2 weeks since the reveal of Battlefield 5. And you know what? It's been exciting, it's been a lot of speculation, and so many brilliant remixes of a reveal trailer. But there's also been lots and lots of questions from the community. And we've heard you want to see more gameplay innovations. You want to know how customization actually works, and you want to know more about our take on the Second World War. So today, we'll show you more gameplay.
You also want to know why a woman is on the front lines in World War II, but
it certainly is.
I guess we can't talk about that, huh?
You will be able to dive and smash through windows to surprise your enemies. Where previously defenses were stationary, you will now be able to move these weapons around on the battlefield and gain advantages. And our renowned distraction system is back and more impactful than ever. So, well, you can't really hide from those pesky tanks anymore as they come chasing you for you, as they rip through those buildings. And you will now be able to customize your
Oh my god, it looks like Fortnite.
and your weapons, not only for the gameplay, but for the looks, as part of our portrayal of the Second World War.
That's just the tip of the iceberg in Battlefield 5. You're going to see a lot more of our new gameplay systems here at EA Play from our community. So, let's talk about our single player in War Stories.
Yes, let's do that.
So they're doing War Stories again.
We want to tell you about those untold stories that got us excited to start with on this game. It's about, what you will see is really those moments of human heroism. It is about witnessing the war through the eyes of the men and the women who shaped the world forever. Real and relatable people facing the brutality of war. We started off by an exclusive look at the Nordlys war story over at the Xbox briefing tomorrow.
Thanks, Lasse. Something not to miss tomorrow.
EA just doesn't like to show off their stuff at their own conference. They just need Xbox to do it for them.
We all go on an expanding journey to the Second World War. No loot boxes, no premium pass.
Yeah, sure. Sure. They're gonna do something. I know.
Something new. And as part of that journey, after launch, you'll get something I know a lot of you have been asking for.
Which is?
It's Royale.
Oh no.
It's Royale reimagined for Battlefield.
No.
So we bring those pillars of Battlefield with destruction, team play,
Stop.
into this new experience. So we will bring you experience that you haven't played
Are they
before.
seriously bringing Battle Royale mode to
anywhere
Battlefield?
else. But more about that later this year.
Oh
So
my.
with that, it's time to show
Why
you
is
what makes
it that since
Battlefield
Call of Duty is
so
doing it,
special.
you have to do it too? You gotta jump on the bandwagon even more? Come on, EA.
And this time, it's even more epic. fighting across multiple maps.
I'm already
and
pissed
modes.
off. I mean, okay.
Welcome to your next
I'm not gonna
Ultimate
get so
experience.
overworked
This
about it because I'm not gonna
is
buy the
your
game
first
anyway,
look
but
at Ground
still.
Operations. And this time, even featuring
I don't think
music.
anybody in the fucking galaxy asked for Battle Royale mode in Battlefield 5. I don't think anybody asked for that. Alright, well, we get a new trailer, so let's check it out. Oh my god, that was shit. We didn't get any actual gameplay, we just got a bunch of trailers. Come on. This conference is already off to a bad start. Yeah, who cares about Battlefield? Let's get into FIFA! Jeez. I'm not gonna care about this anyway, it's FIFA. I don't care about FIFA. Don't tell me they're bringing out who I think they're bringing out. If they're bringing out these guys again, I swear to God, don't tell me. Okay, it's the cup. Never mind.
That's the Uefa Champions League, the pinnacle of club football, where the world's best clubs compete.
I thought they were going to bring out the Blazer guys from last year, but no, it's just...
The world's biggest league joins the world's game. And a special thanks to the legendary Hans Zimmer and LA's own Vince Staples for collaborating with us on the trailer. And I really love the trailer because it captures our epic vision for how the Champions League comes to life in FIFA 19. And Lena's going to tell you a little bit more about that.
As Aaron said, the UEFA Champions League is an amazing addition for the game. It's where football's biggest heroes like Ronaldo and Neymar clash every year. And it's the place where champions rise. And you've been asking for this for a long time, and we are thrilled that it's here. And that's why we're bringing the Champions League across the game. There'll be an authentic Champions League tournament mode. Your club will chase this trophy in career mode. Alex Hunter will pursue Champions League glory in your story mode, The Journey, and
do another Alex Hunter story.
Live and authentic Champions League content. And we'll share more details on that along with all our other Ultimate Team features later this summer.
And all that's just the beginning. As you know, the heart and soul of FIFA is gameplay. And this year, we're giving you the tools to control the pitch in every moment, from your tactical approach to the match to each technical touch. And we know how passionate you are about gameplay, so we've worked hard to shape and refine our vision for FIFA 19 with input from our community. From hands-on tests with beginners to detailed feedback sessions with FIFA pros. And we're going to be sharing a lot more about gameplay throughout the summer, but what I can tell you right now is that the quality bar in gameplay was raised yet again this year. So we look forward to everybody experiencing the
it's revamped every year, man. They always say this
and
shit.
Also, of course, we're extremely excited for
sports game. They change it every year. Whoop-de-frickety-doo.
And that's our
I'm not trying to be so harsh on sports games. It's just, you know, they try to make it sound like such a big deal, but really it's not. There's a certain fan base for it, but it's sports games. I mean, sure.
There's two iconic trophies that every young player dreams of winning. And for your club, it's this one, the pursuit of Champions League glory. But for your country, it's this trophy, the World Cup. And with the tournament starting in just 5 days, we're excited for the world to compete for it in FIFA 18.
As you can imagine, all of us on the FIFA team can't wait for the start of the World Cup. And we want to celebrate with FIFA 18 players, which is why we just updated the game with a free World Cup experience on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PS, PC, and Nintendo Switch. But you can take Ronaldo in Portugal.
Did they almost get PC confused with PlayStation? Oh
god. With some great nations who
I don't know if that's metaphorical or not, but
you can make a crazy dream a reality for your home country, like mine, Iceland. Who would have thought that a nation of only 350,000 people would ever qualify? And you can feel their excitement.
Apologies to any England fans in the room, that might still sting. Alina isn't the only one who's excited. FIFA 18 players are loving the World Cup experience so far. But we don't want to stop there. We want to invite everyone to come and join the celebration. So I'm pleased to announce that for a limited time, FIFA 18 complete with the entire World Cup experience is available for a free trial on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One and on PC through Origin Access. Yeah, you can download and play the entire game right now for free. Yeah.
Cool. Free games.
Yeah. So to kick off the trial,
free games.
The world's biggest creators who are going to be playing live at the end of the show, representing their nations in a little mini World Cup tournament.
And this summer will bring so much more
wow.
to FIFA fans.
They got a little Yachty playing FIFA.
Content,
I saw Keem Batch over there.
And we'll bring you all the details on FIFA 19. But in the meantime,
so wait, instead of Battlefield, they're going to be showing FIFA gameplay? That's different, but not in a good way. They're spending more time on FIFA than they were on Battlefield, people.
Good morning.
Hey, it's Mr. Supervillain himself, Andrew Wilson.
FIFA 19. You know, the FIFA community never rests. 20 million people from 60 countries playing in competitive leagues this year. Well, the FIFA team never rests either, bringing the Champions League and the World Cup and so much other greatness to FIFA this year. We can't wait for you to experience it all. We've got so much to do here today, but I want to welcome you to EA Play. It's our third EA Play and our second one in Hollywood, and we couldn't be more excited to have you with us to share all the games that we have to show you. We've got lots to do, but before we move on, I'd like to share just a couple of things. The greatest disruption to the consumption of entertainment media in the last 5 years is the combination of streaming plus subscription. As consumers, watching movies, watching TV, listening to music, reading books has never been easier. And we believe
that's my legit feelings right now.
Have a profound impact on our industry in the next few years.
And so over the last couple of weeks, you will have seen that we announced a new team from Israel has joined Electronic Arts to help our investment to extend our thinking and extend our pioneering into this cloud gaming world. For many people, that's going to mean extending the experiences they already play on our partner platforms. For others, it's going to mean new games and new modalities of play across a whole variety of platforms. But for everyone, it's going to mean playing games anywhere, anytime. So this week, we've got a tech demo running. All of our games streaming in HD from the cloud to multiple devices that you'll be able to try out for yourselves. Now, it's not quite ready for full market prime time yet, but it is a promise of what we hope to bring you in the future. The second part of that, of course, is subscription. And we started subscription a number of years ago, and many millions of you have signed up and experienced the joy of being able to have full access to a great catalog of games. Today, we're announcing Origin Access Premier. So 3 things you need to know about it. Origin Access Premier will bring you all of our new PC games, starting with Madden NFL, back on the PC for the first time in over a decade. Then FIFA 19, Battlefield 5, and of course Anthem. And there'll be many more titles in the years to come. Second, you get access to the Vault, our library of over 100 games from EA and other publishers. And third, it will launch later this summer. So that's a little later in the year, but if you want to get started right now and experience the benefits and joys of subscription, come in and play a free trial of Origin Access, our base subscription, this weekend. Thank you and have a great show.
Or you could just buy the games, but who wants to do that, right? Okay, so get all the PC gamers hyped up, I guess. I don't know, man. So you're basically saying that you're paying to play games on PC, is that what they're saying? Because, you know, we have Steam for that, right? I mean, come on. Why can't you just play your games on...
What's up? So I'm here, sitting inside the crowd at EA Play, and I just happened to find Mr. Vince Zampella here in the audience from Respawn. What's going on, Vince? How you feeling today?
I'm feeling great. I love this stuff. I love seeing new games.
I mean, someone's super excited about that man on PC, right? Yeah! So, you guys may have seen that Vince was tweeting yesterday, and there has been a bunch of speculation. So, you want to just get right to it?
Sure. I mean, we're not ready to show all of our stuff yet. We're working on a bunch of stuff. It's amazing. The teams are kicking ass. But we wanted to bring a little tidbit. So we've been working with Lucas on getting the name and kind of the setting for what our Star Wars game is going to be, and we're going to talk about it right now.
Oh, you guys got any guesses? I bet you the internet is going wild right now.
Okay, new Star Wars. This is... Alright, here you go.
So the Star Wars name is Jedi Fallen Order.
Woo! So Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah, so it kind of gives you some idea that you'll be playing a Jedi.
So does that mean I get to, like, hold a lightsaber?
Yes.
So Vince, you got anything else?
Well, it takes place during the dark times. Trying to be a little vague here, but when the Jedis are being hunted, so it's going to be spectacular.
So for all the hardcore nerds out there who want to know, like, where in the timeline, like, between which episodes is it?
Between 3 and 4.
Okay. All right, between 3 and 4. That sounds like a nice time. You got any other tidbits?
It's not a nice...
It's a dark time.
It's a dark time.
Oh, serious game? Okay, I like that.
I like that. It just be all dark and serious.
It's amazing.
Is it single player, though?
I think people are now anxiously want to know, like, when can we play the game?
It will be holiday of next year, 2019.
Okay.
Not this year.
holiday
So don't dash
2019.
any hope.
Yeah.
But now that we know, we can set expectations. We're all going to be amped up, and hopefully we'll hear more from you maybe next year.
Oh yeah.
Well, Vince.
Okay, so
It's great to see you. Thanks for stopping by the show today.
they got a new Star Wars
we do
game
have a
coming
little bit
out,
more news
and it's
on
not
Star
gonna
Wars,
be.
So I'm going to toss it over to Dennis.
It's gonna be revealed next year. All I want to know is it a single player game? Is it a multiplayer game? What are we going for here?
Hello there. My name is Dennis. I work at DICE in Stockholm on
Star Wars Jedi Fall and
I'm really
Order.
happy and excited to be here today.
Interesting.
So thank you so much for hanging out with me for a little bit. So we launched our game in November of last year, and clearly we didn't get it quite right. So instead of coming out of the gate sprinting like we really wanted to, we had to take a step back and make sure that we were delivering the game that our players really wanted. So we decided to completely overhaul our progression system and add a bunch of new character cosmetics for players to collect instead. So from there, we added a new hunt mode inspired by the original Battlefront games that I loved personally, starting with the Ewoks on Endor. And thank you. It turned out to be by far the most popular update of the game, and the team loved building Ewok Hunt. So, as you might know, we're currently in our Han Solo season with content from the movie coming next week. It's headlined by the new planet Kessel, a really dangerous place, and it features the return of one of our favorite modes, Extraction. So looking forward a little bit, this summer we will be introducing a new squad system to the game, which will allow you to team up much easier and play with your friends. We're also adding a new Starfighter mode focused around dogfighting with your hero ships. And looking ahead a little bit more, we will also be delivering a new large-scale multiplayer sandbox experience focused around capturing command posts and attacking and taking out capital ships. But that's not all. We know that you have been asking for new heroes, villains, and planets from a certain era that features a very iconic Star Wars conflict.
Clone Wars.
I'm excited to confirm that Battlefront 2 this year will be going deep into the Clone Wars.
Yeah. I mean, I don't play the game anymore, but that's the thing that we all wanted was the Clone
It's
Wars.
only fitting that we begin on the planet Geonosis, featuring multiple levels, including the largest level we have ever built for Battlefront. So let's talk about the heroes and villains. First, let me introduce
Oh
the
shit.
most powerful droid, the leader
General
of the most
Grievous.
powerful droid army in the galaxy,
That's awesome.
General Grievous.
I like that.
And yes, he will be going up against my own personal favorite, Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Nice.
Finally making his debut in Battlefront after all these years. So, but we're not done. That's not it. They will not come alone. Joining them is the Dark Lord and leader of the Separatist Alliance, Count Dooku.
Nice.
As well as someone to bring balance to the Force, Obi-Wan's unruly Padawan, Anakin Skywalker.
Nice. You know what? This is cool. I like this, even though I don't play the game anymore.
Extremely excited to be building all of these cool things. EA and DICE are committed to Battlefront. We had a rough start, but I really think that this game has a bright future. Thank you very much for playing the game,
Yeah, okay, thanks.
providing us with your feedback, talking to us.
This press
Together,
conference is kind of
we will
shit
make
so
this
far.
the
That's all I gotta
greatest
say.
game that we can possibly build.
See you later.
There would be no Battlefront without you.
Okay.
So thank you. May the Force be with you, and enjoy the rest of E3. Thanks.
Well, man, at least we got that. For all the people that still play Battlefront 2, we got something that'll hype you up. Oh, shit. Unravel? Huh. Oh, is that who I think it is? Yep, it is.
Hi, it's really good to see you.
Are you gonna get nervous again, or?
In our novel, we used yarn to symbolize love and the bonds between people. In our new game, we tear that bond up right at the start. You lose everything, including your spark. But when things are at their darkest,
what?
You find hope. And you form a new bond. And your spark is rekindled. And it leads you off on an adventure.
Is it a co-op game?
So welcome to Unravel 2.
Wow. Is it a co-op game? That's awesome. I love that. I remember playing the first Unravel.
It's a game about fresh starts and second chances. These two little souls who refuse to give up and who build something new and beautiful together. And the whole game is inspired by that spirit of optimism and togetherness. You see, it's all made to be played with two characters. You can play it alone, or you can play it in co-op with a friend, but there's always two characters there, sharing one yarn.
Okay, so you can play it by yourself too, but you can also play it with a friend.
This game, it's quite different from the first. It's both friendlier and more challenging, but above all, it's a lot more playful. And we think it's a worthy successor. And I want to show it to you now, so I brought some help. So please welcome Michael to the stage. He's a producer at Coldwood. And we're going to try to show you a little bit of what I'm talking about how you can play the game in co-op with yourself, essentially. There we are. So when you're playing it by yourself, you can essentially pick up the other character and carry them along through the more fast-paced segments of the game.
Huh.
And we actually tried to include a bit more of those because we figured that since it's a co-op game, we wanted to have more like thrill and danger and kind of wow moments, places that were like fun and exciting. And then when you get to the more puzzly areas like this, when you're problem solving, you can split apart into two and switch back and forth between the two characters, because that's how we've essentially designed all the problems and puzzles of the game, that you're always working together and helping each other out and utilizing this bond between you to overcome any obstacle that you come across. So I guess I'll jump in at this. Yeah, come down. So I'm going to be the red one. Okay. You'll be the blue one. I'll be blue. A little celebratory flip there. And the bird is back. Playing it safe here now. Oops, I'll swing. All right. And I'll catch you. There you go. Can I swing now? Okay, you go ahead.
It looks really cool, honestly. Looks really cute. Pretty damn cute.
Oh, very nice. Faster. Oh, sweet, well done. Okay, I'll go up and distract the grouse. Then I'll sneak up here. Okay, your turn. Yeah, look at me. Here you are. Keep him over to the left. Now I'll go.
Freaking that turkey though. That turkey's going haywire. It's like, pull up. What do I do? What do I do?
Now we can breathe again. Yeah, finally. Or can we? So that's a quick little look at Unravel 2.
I like it. It's cute. I like it.
Yeah, I really hope you like it. And before I go, I just want to send some love to the team back home, because working on this game has been a completely amazing team effort in so many levels, and everybody has worked so hard. So there's a bunch of us from Coldwood here, and thank you to those, and thank you to everybody back home, and thank you. Love you.
I remember playing the first Unravel when it came out, so I think it's cool that they're doing a sequel and that it's co-op. I think that's cool. This is a game I can play with friends. I might actually check this out. I think I will check this out. Since I did play the first one, I might as well check out the second one too. Does it have a release date though? Let's see. I bet they're gonna encourage the whole playing this with a friend thing, kind of like A Way Out did. Be like its best experience with a friend. It's nice music.
Thank you, Martin, and the brilliant team at
All right, no release date yet.
Really strong. These guys have done an amazing job, and it's clear that they have a lot of passion, and I can't personally wait to play Unravel 2 with my kids. But what's even more amazing is that we will make Unravel 2 available to everyone today. Yep.
What?
You heard that right. You'll be able to take these two Yarnies on their next big adventure starting today. The game is finished, it's out.
What? Holy sh! It's out today? Oh
thank
shit!
You, Martin, and thank you to the team at Coldwood.
Wow.
Back in 2015, we started on this journey with the original Unravel. To seek out
That is
the most
awesome, man. I can play the game right now if I wanted to. I mean, I have to buy it, but, I mean...
It's been our way of helping these creators bring their unique games to the world and to tell their stories. And last year, if you remember, Joseph Fares was up here on stage representing his team at
Yep,
Life
A Way Out. Really good game.
And I think
really
you all
good game.
Remember that? And you might even remember him from the Game Awards as well. I think I did. Anyhow, in March,
Fuck the Oscars.
Caught fire. It's innovative, it's fun, and it's something fresh and new, and you all loved it. We saw over 2 million players in the first 2 weeks. And A Way Out is such a huge success that Joseph and his team are expanding and moving into a new studio. So stories like this drive our industry, and it's why we will continue to work with independent developers to help them realize their dreams. Which leads us to our next EA Originals title, from a little game studio in Berlin called Joe My Games. When I met this team and I saw the game, I was instantly drawn to how personal this story was. It's one that carries a very powerful and important message, and it's unlike anything we have ever done. So please welcome Connie Kepper to the stage from Joe My Games to tell you more about Sea of Solitude.
Sea of Solitude. Wow. Wow.
Thank you, Patrick. I still remember during the pitch how enthusiastic Patrick was, and that afterwards, like, our whole team, including me, were super excited. It actually feels a little bit the same right now. I am pretty excited.
Why is it that every indie game developer is always nervous when they go on stage? It's like, wow. Why? Is that like a meme now? Like everyone's got to do it?
We are Yomai, a small indie game studio from Berlin, and we are developing Sea of Solitude, or SOS as we call it. The whole journey from the very first concept to actually becoming a part of EA Originals is simply amazing. Let me tell you more about our game. When humans get too lonely, they turn into monsters. This is at the core of everything you will see, hear, and hopefully feel while playing SOS. What makes this underlying concept so important and so unique is that nearly every human being can at least somehow relate to or remember the feeling of being lonely. In my case, I started writing the story when I felt the loneliest in my life. I think as an artist, you process your emotional world by letting it out and putting it into your art. I'm still amazed how the concept seems to just float out of me right into the hand and onto the paper. I think this is also why so many people can instantly connect with the game, because it's not a made-up story, even though that it takes place in a fantastic setting. In SOS, we try to show how people experience different kinds of loneliness, but also how outsiders, friends, and families see those who struggle. We achieve all this in playful ways so that players who wants to simply enjoy a fantastic experience can do so. But player who wants to look a bit deeper can reveal a whole emotional world beneath it all. Sea of Solitude is about a young woman named Kay who is suffering from such strong loneliness that her inner feeling, the darkness, the anger, the hopelessness, worthlessness, turns to the outside and she becomes a monster. The game is about finding out why this happened to her, but also how to turn her back into a human. Ultimately, the goal is to bring all those emotions into balance. Some needs to become bigger, some would be better off a little smaller, but to embrace even your destructive part or your self-doubt in the same way you embrace your joy or your hope. This is what being human is all about. And that's what our game is all about. Thank you.
Sounds like a very emotional story.
Is this real?
Huh.
This world that I live in is empty and cold. The loneliness cuts me and touches my soul.
Whoa.
I'm no child.
So it's like a mix between horror and like adventure, platforming, maybe a little bit of puzzle solving in there too. I see a lot of horror elements in this. Early 2019. That actually looks pretty good. I might check that out when it comes out.
Yeah, I'm the one.
Alright. Basketball. Well, we got a couple good games there. Unravel 2 and Sea of Solitude. Both indie games. I might be checking out both of them when they are released.
We're balling. Be ready. Because we're coming at you with the squad. Say it how you want. Trust the process. Run is one. Call next. Or be the answer. As long as you hold your course. Just remember though, wherever you call home, whatever your fit, or however you ball, you're on my court.
Shea Kivlin, aka Young Kiv. I'm from Seattle, Washington. The only goal of mine is really to win the Madden belt.
Kiv's been going after that belt since 2016. At some point, he's going to need to get out of this quarterfinal and claim a major.
It's a big night for Young Kiv. He's been stuck at the quarterfinals.
And here he is now in his first championship game, looking to accomplish a goal.
34 throws it low. T-Walk.
That was a phenomenal read, and Trini's got the lead.
40-19.
I hate losing way more than I love winning.
Oh, we have an incredible matchup. It's a rematch. Can I be the one to do it? Touchdown, Kev! He throws it high, and Young Kev is going to be your champion.
You want to get smacked again on TV? Every day, no. Madden 18 champion.
He's finally done it.
Okay, baby, how you doing? I've been good. You still recovering from that butt whooping? Wow, already starting. Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm Juju Smith-Schuster from the Pittsburgh Steelers. As you guys can see, king of touchdown celebrations. That's pretty fire. I like that a lot. As you guys know, this is Young Kiv, Madden 18, Madden champion. Like, give it up for Young Kiv, y'all. Give it up. Young Kiv, how has it been? You know, your success and your path, you know, to where you're at today.
It's I've always been a competitor. When I was in high school, I was playing baseball. I hurt my arm. So then I picked up Madden, and at first I was really bad. I was getting blown out online, but I kept at it. I put more and more time into it. Eventually I made my first tournament, but I had a big decision. It was the same time as my graduation.
Wow, okay. So the key to be the #1 player in Madden is to hurt your arm in baseball. That's number one. Number two, you said you had the decision to go to your graduation or go to a tournament. So, like, what did you do?
I chased that money. I still got my diploma, but I chased that money.
There you go. We're out here chasing money. That's awesome. Okay, now the past few years, how has it been for you? I know you had some ups and downs.
It's been tough. I've had a lot of devastating losses. I've been so close so many times. I made the final on TV and got blown out by all those losses. It made me gain a lot of mental toughness, and that's why I got this belt.
That's awesome. That belt is so amazing. There's a lot of, bling on that belt for you. Well, today, EA Play, first look at the Madden 19 trailer. Super excited. It's going to be so fun. It's lit. I honestly wish I can stay right here and talk to you guys forever.
It's
I'm not
lit.
going to board you guys. We're going to go out. I'm going to try to take this belt, round 2. So, we're out. Have a good day.
Just take the belt.
You've worked your whole life to get to moments like these. To the very top of the mountain. You battled through the pain and failure. All just to get to this place where you've been told legends are born. You fall so you can rise. And you rise so that you can truly see. See that it was really never about reaching the end of the road at all. But about all the moments that got you here. So, you're in their position. Would you let the moment define you? Or would you define the moment?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Nathanius, professional shoutcaster, here alongside Redwood Studios General Manager Michael Martinez. How are you doing today?
I'm super excited to be here.
Yeah, we're going to do this presentation a little bit differently and give you your first look at a brand new mobile game in a live winner take all,
A mobile
head-to-head
game.
match. Michael,
A
let's tell
mobile
us the
game?
rules.
Really?
Sure thing. The objective is straightforward. Destroy the opponent's base to win. Unit control, super simple.
You're going from
Tap the-
AAA to
tap
mobile
the
games now?
destination,
Really?
Unit automatically moves there.
Damn
The
it.
most efficient way to destroy the opponent's base
Yeah,
is with
whatever.
this giant nuclear missile in the center of the map. Control the missile by standing on a majority of the control points. A bar fills up while the missile is possessed. Whoever controls the missile when the bar fills up will fire the missile. It takes 2 missiles to destroy the enemy's base and win. That's it.
Sounds great, Michael. Well, enough talking about it. Let's get to this match.
Absolutely.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have an awesome matchup lined up for you here today. Fighting for the blue side of the room. If you could please give a cheer for one of the most formidable RTS players there is. Make some noise for In Control.
Yes.
His opponent, fighting for the red side of the room, a competitive mobile gaming phenomenon. Please join me in welcoming to the stage Nick at Night. Now, Mike, it's going to be a real clash of these gaming styles and the competitive backgrounds that these players have. It should be a great match.
It really is. I can't wait.
All right, are the players ready? Let's get this thing going.
Ready to go. I'm ready to go. Let's do it.
All right, let's kick this off. Nice little strategy game for those of you out there. It's a good genre. I'm very excited for this. The players are loading in, and we are ready to
the match. Here we go.
this off. As the players' bases have been deployed, and the action begins like any strategy game. Economy will be the focus. We have a harvester to start things off. Nothing too crazy yet.
Nothing too crazy.
Now the infantry is going to come out to hold that top point. Both players, of course, trying to take that position. Nick at Night being able to reach it a little bit first in a strategy game. That flank position, that In Control is going from the top side. Also very important as Nick at Night's forces have to circle around the center.
Right, let's see if he's able to create a 2-on-1. Is he able to get there? Looks like he's getting there. Here comes GDI with a Rhino. He's going to rip up those infantry.
Yeah, going for the anti-infantry. And like any strategy game, the units that you're going to use when you deploy them will have a huge impact. Your micromanagement of your forces and protecting that economy as well.
Yep, Nick at Night with some attack bikes in the top. There he is.
In Control placing the turret on the top right side to help cover that Rhino as attack bikes move towards the northwest position. We can see that the missile is beginning to ready and firing that. That takes out half your base. The most important objective on the map is to hold those control zones.
Right, and In Control making a lot of progress to that far right side of the map.
He's done a great job of holding that down with the turret, and now he's redeploying.
What the fuck?
Coming in the left
Okay.
side.
What the hell was that?
Right, absolutely. Again, those are going to tear through those infantry.
Yeah, and In Control brings out his first tank. That's going to be used to try and help push back these smaller forces as he makes his way to the south side. That missile passing halfway now.
Oh, there it is.
Who's under control of Nick at Night? He will have the missiles. We see it starts to point towards In Control's base.
Let's see if In Control can get around to that top corner, able to hold that missile. He does contest the missile, putting it into the yellow position.
Yeah, very important, of course, blocking the pathing of those units is another big factor for this strategy. Holding those locations is so crucial as In Control begins to secure the northwest spot. Another tank's going to come out from Nick at Night to take it out, but now he's bringing out the Pitbull as well to help lock down that north position.
This missile is very, very close to firing. Let's see what's going to happen.
With another turret, In Control flanks, he takes the top, that missile,
And that
fires.
Wow.
And Nick at Night, one shot away from being knocked out here, as the next one will start to ready up in just a moment's time. In Control's very heavy artillery forces doing a great job at taking control of the map.
Yep.
And we can see as more of Nick at Night's forces move up towards that north position, those harvesters, of course,
Who the fuck calls themselves Nick at Night?
as your economy allows you to get these
What, you
big
friends with
wins
George
in
Lopez?
The units are going to come out a bit more slowly as you get more of them on the field. But In Control just spreading his forces out, trying to hold this advantage that he's had so far.
Nick at Night is trying to get in there, but there's a great turret placement from In Control, blocking and just ripping through again those infantry.
And we see In Control now moving his tank towards
Another drill pod we're seeing with some flame tanks.
Yeah, bringing the flank. Of course, those flame guys do amazing damage to the infantry, help to clean that out. Meanwhile, 2 more tanks coming out from Nick at Night to try and secure those positions. He brings up the laser infantry on the south side as well to deal with that tank. Going for counters, trying to scout out and see what your opponent is doing and make the proper response is so important in strategy.
Absolutely. Nick at Night cruising around, thinking about harassing those harvesters, coming around the far side for those rhinos. Looks like he's really pressing it.
And we We see that missile is starting to get close to firing with 3 zones in control for Nick and Knight, looking to set things back the other way. In control, trying to rally his forces around. He doesn't want to engage with just 1 or 2 units. He wants to move all of them together, create a good flank position, and take over that south.
We're seeing the first mech units from In Control. This is the Wolverine. Gonna rip that missile. Watch out for this missile.
And Nick and Knight's gonna fire that one off and settle the score. Next missile is gonna end it.
Next missile wins. Let's see what happens.
We'll have control. The Wolverines, as you pointed out, for In Control coming out to try and deal with these forces. But Nick and Knight's done a great job of getting map presence and now also harassing the economy of In Control.
Yep. Wow. Okay, we've got our first mammoth tank on the board. If In Control can get this in position, he's going to do some serious damage.
That missile just passed halfway ready. He's also bringing out his first air unit.
Wow.
To deal with those.
A lot going on here.
He's got a lot of range, that big boy, and In Control just needs to hold.
This missile is nearly going to fire.
It can be stolen at any point.
Where's it going to go? Is he going to be able to get it off?
Got it, Mac.
There it is.
He's going to take it. Defeating Nick and Knight.
That was epic. Amazing. What a map. Thank you so much.
That was awesome.
Any thoughts, guys?
I just came to make mammoth tanks, so I've done my job.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That was awesome. We saw a little bit of everything right there.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Let's hear it for Nathanius, Nick and Knight, and In Control.
Okay. But we're almost at the end of the show
what
here.
What you just saw was the worldwide reveal of Command & Conquer Rivals.
Cool.
Rivals reimagines the real-time strategy experience for mobile. We're giving players complete, continuous control of their armies in quick, competitive head-to-head matches that are fueled by skill and strategy. Now, Rivals will be coming to iOS and Android devices, but I'm excited to announce that Android players can play the pre-alpha today. So head to the Google Play Store, search Command & Conquer Rivals. The studio has been having an absolute blast.
Don't care. Don't play mobile games.
We can't wait for you to play. Please let us know what you think. Thank you.
All right. What's next? It's still Command & Conquer, huh? Yep.
Command & Conquer for a new generation. Now, before we close the show with a spectacular epic Anthem, I wanted to share a few final things. I am blessed to be able to work with some of the most creative people on the planet who come to work every day to create amazing entertainment. And what I can say about all of those teams, and what I can say about us, is that we are always trying to learn and listen and strive to be better. And so, as you look at the 10 experiences you're going to see today, and as you play games this week, there's some things we hope come through. First, that at the very core is choice. Is that you as players get to choose how you play, what you play, when you play, and what devices you play on. That in making those choices, you feel
well, not really.
Fairly. That no one is given an unfair advantage or disadvantage for how they choose to play.
I don't think Star Wars Battlefront 2 had much of a choice, but okay.
That you put so much of your life into the games we make, and that for every moment
so much of your money, more than life,
and you are given value for that investment. And most importantly, that the games are fun, that we move past the grind, and that these are experiences that truly enhance your lives. And so, as we think through all the things that we're trying to do, know that we want to be better and that we want to make great games.
Do you, though? Do you?
As much as we love making games, and as much as you love playing them, there's something that is even greater that we can do together.
Make money.
The power of this community when we come together to do amazing things is profound. Last weekend was the 3rd year of our Play to Give program, where we show the world how the power of play can be a positive force for social impact. Millions of you out there participated in 9 in-game challenges in our games, logging millions of hours in support of Play to Give. And to celebrate that, we contributed a total of $1 million to 3 charities that share our vision for a more inclusive world. A world where representation and equality are not something we strive for, they are the standards. And where bullying and exclusion are not an everyday threat. These 3 organizations, the United Nations He for She, PACE's National Bullying Prevention Center, and Ditch the Label, an anti-bullying organization, all are doing great work, and we're proud to support them through Play to Give. And thank you for your support. Thousands of us at EA and millions of you together doing immeasurable good because we love games. Thanks for being with us, and thanks for the incredible privilege of making games for all of you. Now, without further ado, let's take a look at Anthem.
I just like the irony how EA is giving money to charity when they're one of the greediest game developers out there.
And left our world in chaos, creating.
A lot of that money to charity was probably from people who sucked all their money to Battlefront 2.
The anthem is all that remains.
There's a storm coming. These walls can't protect us forever.
Anthem!
How cool was that trailer?
It was alright.
A couple times, and it's still cool every time I see it. So, I know all of you, like me, have had tons of questions about Anthem since last year because we're all BioWare fans. So we're going to do something a little bit different for the rest of the show, and we're going to take a deep dive into Anthem. So I'm going to bring up some members of the BioWare team to chat with us. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to Casey Hudson, Mark Dara, and Kathleen Broussard. All right, thanks guys. Thanks for coming out today.
Yeah,
game to show, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be very exciting. So Casey, we're going to go ahead and just jump right in and get started with you. So now, we know that you all started, or Casey, you started your career at BioWare way back in the day. Then you took a couple years off, but before you came back, you actually worked on Anthem before you left.
Yeah, that's right. So, you know, first of all, it's amazing to be back. It's awesome to be making games for BioWare fans. You know, we have the best fans, so it's been super satisfying to come back to it. And, you know, I just want to be able to continue the legacy of the studio. And that's kind of where it started with Anthem, is just thinking about, you know, what is the evolution of a BioWare game? And we wanted to create a brand new world for people to discover, you know, a whole new world of story and character.
But we also wanted to do something that was, you know, more of a dynamic and living world, a game that would change every time you came back and played it. We also wanted to do something where, you know, if you wanted to invite your friends into it, then you could do that as well. So that was really the initial vision of the game, not an MMO, not a multiplayer game with stories sort of bolted on this side, but something new and different, and I think the team has really captured that vision over the years.
Yeah,
Your fans really love the stories from BioWare, but I think we're kind of curious how you're planning to make the story work in this shared world.
Hey, my name's Alex. I'm dating Maddie. Characters that you can have a connection with, choices you get to make, and feeling like the story's about you.
Oh, that's right. Hey, at least you got a girlfriend.
Those things get diluted because you're mixing multiplayer.
Oh, I was going through some of my old photos that I have stored on my Google Drive.
Build a solution
Oh, Jesus Christ, you're going to want to see some of these.
Build it into the core of the game. And that's what
I'm focused on this right now, dude.
Anthem.
Oh, yes!
Our world, my story. So when you're
What is this, Destiny, Halo, and GTA 5 all put together?
Well, probably not GTA 5, but Destiny and Halo maybe.
Get to play with you. The thing that's really interesting about this, that's unique for Anthem, is that this is...
If they showed any gameplay, I missed it, so sorry.
Or it's nighttime, what we're experiencing together. Everyone that's playing Anthem at a moment is seeing the same thing. And this is what we mean when we talk about our world. It's a shared world that we all experience together. But then when I finish my mission, I come back to a base like Fort Tarsus. And this is a single-player experience. I turn in my rewards, I talk to some characters, I experience the choices of my action. And this is where your story really lives and breathes. And by doing it this way, we're able to combine that impact and agency of a single-player story with the fun of teaming up with your friends to play co-op in combat.
And we're also designing it so that we can add story for years to come. So one of the first things that we hear when from our community is they want to continue to play in our worlds. When they
that one's pretty cool. I like that one.
Or Dragon Age, players want more story. And so we've designed Anthem in a way that we can actually add more story for years to come. And it could be anything. A new moment with a character that you've grown to love, or an event in the world that deepens the lore, or an entirely new storyline and plot.
Well, I'm certainly not going to complain about more story. I don't think anybody out there is going to either. So, Kathleen, I wanted to ask you, from a writing perspective, since you are the lead writer, can you speak to what it's like to create a new world like Anthem from the beginning?
Well, what's really exciting for us, and not just the writers, but all of the devs, the designers, the artists, is that we're creating something new and mysterious for players to discover. So at the heart of the premise of Anthem is a world left unfinished by the gods. But the gods left behind their massive tools, and those tools are in constant conflict with this unknowable force called the Anthem of creation. And the chaos of those things pushing against each other means that the world is constantly being reshaped in new and unpredictable ways.
Yeah, violent storms,
Existence is pain. Remember Nate sent me that.
It's a dangerous environment that you need to wear a suit of powered armor, a javelin, to be safe in.
Now, something I think a lot of players out there maybe don't stop to think about is just how much work goes into creating a new intellectual property, or IP, as we've been saying. Now, we've seen all these different creatures, and Mark, you mentioned the storms. What's the process of creating a game like from scratch?
Yeah, it's something we've done a few times at BioWare, and really the hardest part is getting started, just kind of getting off the blank page. So what we try to do is we think about the new experiences that we're trying to unlock for players. So, like, what is the fantasy fulfillment? What are the new things you actually get to go and do that are different from what you've played before? So that's where we start, and then once we think about those things, that's the power of creating new IP, especially for games, is that you actually get to build a whole fictional universe that's meant to bring out a certain experience. And then once we do that, then we still need to build all the rest of the stuff, and what unlocks us creatively is to think about principles around art style, tone, and even the technology and the politics of our new world. And then from there we can actually go and build out every last detail.
Yeah, and one of the unique challenges for Anthem is that it's a world, an experience that's meant to feel alive, like it's happening right now. And so the world is always changing, whether the storms, seasons, and yeah,
Did
it's
they
a really
show the
great
same concept art 3?
What it means is it gives us the opportunity to
It's the
drop
same
into the
shit
world,
on loop.
almost in real time.
Give us some
dramatic
gameplay.
event That changes the world for everyone. And
Oh,
not
damn.
from gameplay to lore.
Forgot I had that.
I mean, all of the moving parts in the dynamic world sound really cool.
Don't you just love going through your photos?
Together. But even though there's obviously a lot
I'll tell you
going
what I
on,
love.
really
Look at the
comes
same
back
fucking
to
thing
the
on loop.
character. So let's talk about who we're going to be playing as and why we're excited.
Can you not do that, dude, please?
So you are
Stop.
a freelancer,
I'm serious.
uniquely skilled to pilot these these Javelin exo suits, and you need those suits to survive and fight in this world because the
So
world
basically,
will
it's Call
kill
of
you.
Duty.
But on
No,
top of
not at
that,
all.
our ancient
I'm talking
rivals,
about like the
the
exo suits.
Dominion,
It's more like
have,
Destiny than anything.
They discovered a way, they think, to weaponize the Anthem of creation, and so we need
There's
to
definitely
stop
Destiny
them
right there.
and protect the free people of Tarsus.
Now, I've heard you call this power armor a couple different things. Is it a suit? Is it a javelin? Like, what's the canon term here?
We call them javelins, and there are 4, and they each have unique abilities. There's the Ranger,
There's the Power Rangers.
and then there's the Colossus, the Interceptor, and finally the Storm.
This game is literally just a Destiny
each
clone.
javelin gives you a different way to
Right.
play the game. But the
Jeez.
thing to remember is, like Kathleen said, you're not your suit. You are a freelancer, a pilot, which means you can decide which suit you want to use based on your mood, based on the mission you want to engage in, or the javelins that your friends are using. So really what this allows us to do is we built the suits to
Or
look
based
like
on
the
how
local
overpowered the
materials of
character is.
world. So they each have their own unique abilities. So let's take a look at
Which I'm guessing the
Ranger
Colossus
now.
is going to be one hell of
The
a fun
Ranger is
time.
a more generalized suit, able to do a lot of different things, really designed for up-close and personal combat,
God.
one-on-one.
This is definitely Destiny.
It's so just...
The Colossus is heavier,
It's so
more
eerie how
specialized, but able
close
to
it is
really
to Destiny.
pack in big weapons that let them devastate the battlefield.
Wow.
I'm just going to say the Storm looks like it's going to be my favorite.
That
I'm
looks
sure
like
you guys
it's
out there
fucking
are picking your
retarded.
faves right now, too.
Okay, it's like Power
the
Rangers and
javelins
Destiny
are
put together.
awesome, But
Doesn't
we're
look
going to take a
that
couple
good,
questions
no.
right now. So Casey tweeted, some of you may have seen, asking for people out there to send us your questions. And the first one is going to be from @It'sSweetNicole, who asks, as a player who is all about making their character their own, what kind of customization options will be available in Anthem?
No.
Yeah, so we really want players to express
Anthem
themselves
sounds
both through
fucking
customizing
stupid
the way
and
their javelin plays, through gear and weapons, but also being able to personalize the way that it looks, both through paint jobs as well as changing the actual
They got a Mass
geometry
Effect
of the suit itself.
outfit
We
in
want
there.
teams to be able to do this as well. And because
You
you're
seem
going
you're
to
a
be
little
using the
paranoid
javelin
this shit,
for
dude.
a long period of time,
Paranoid?
we really
Yeah.
want you to be able to make it
Like
so.
it's this shit's
I'm
annoying
glad you
you.
brought that up because actually,
Not really.
I'm not gonna lie, when it is on loop, that does get pretty fucking annoying.
Monetization.
I'm not
How,
really...
when,
I don't really care much about the game. I care more about how this
so
game's going to
we
do.
are going to have some cosmetic and vanity items that you'll be able to purchase, but you're always going to know what you're going to buy before you spend it. No ability to purchase. So that means no ability to spend money.
This is why I need a fucking tripod, man.
Right.
But even more important than that, we want to make sure that Anthem
Alright, sorry about that.
experience it feels like it's
Let's see if I can get the entire thing
so
set
that
back
means the
up
main
here.
story,
Okay,
the
we're
open
good.
world, and an ongoing service to provide
Just be
new
careful.
content for a long period of time. New story,
What?
new experiences for everyone.
Yep.
Well, I'm glad to hear that I can make my javelin pink. That's really all I wanted to know, I'm going to be honest. All right, Casey, you talked earlier about this being a co-op experience. So can you tell me a little bit about how the team gameplay in Anthem's going to work?
Yeah, it really is about, the fun of teaming up as a team of superheroes and working together. So you want to get a few people together of different
I'm not
classes.
paranoid, it's just
So,
this game doesn't
I
look
think
that
here
good.
we're going to see
Yeah.
the Colossus.
I'll be honest with you.
And it's supposed to be one of the
people on
big
ground
games from
in
them.
place. We can have a look at that. So heavy artillery, being really strong, in melee combat. And then here you've got the Ranger shooting down from above. And then they're using combos and special abilities and stuff like that. But what I love is you don't just run around, you're swimming and flying as well.
So it's interesting because the Slate Tones wants to know, how will you balance multiplayer with single
Fuck
player
Instagram. Why don't you just do it
So
on
Anthem is
Facebook?
really built around
I don't
trying
think
to
it matters.
combine the impact of having your own personal story with the fun of playing with other players.
but we really
I am
want to
doing
make
it on
sure
Facebook.
that
I am doing it on
people
Facebook,
feels
dude.
like a choice. So for
Yeah, no,
people
I
that
was
wanted
reading
to
your shit.
experience the
I think you
story,
posted on Messenger.
you're going to be able to do that. Now, going over to an open world like this by yourself is going to be a little bit more challenging than the team of 4 people. And we've really tried to balance the co-op experience to be fun, even for people that don't normally engage in this kind of thing. So I really hope that everyone at least
Maybe this game will actually have a story unlike Destiny.
You know, if you want to roll solo, you can, but it's going to be a little bit more difficult. Well, I know you all are on the edges of your seats. How about we show a little gameplay? Yeah?
Yes,
You guys got
please.
that?
Show us
All right,
something.
So, Catherine, I think you're going to set this up for us?
I will. So, you and your friends have decided to play a mission called Scars and Villainy. The Scars have put together an acid-based super weapon, so you got to take them out. So you start in the Strider, which is like a giant walker, and it's your forward base of operations. You have a conversation with your crew, Halleck, Faye, and Owen, and you'll hear Owen. He's going to talk us through the mission as we experience it here. And yeah, then you just get into your javelin suit and you head out with your friends.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Mark, Casey, Kathleen, for talking to me about Anthem today. We're going to go ahead and roll the gameplay now. Enjoy, everybody.
Gameplay of Anthem. Here we go.
Freelancer, time to get to work.
They said this bastard made some kind of acid and using it as a weapon. So, I've been making this guy. Just shut it all down.
So there's 2 Colossi and one the yellow chick.
Owen, what's the plan here?
Picking up loads of scars nearby. Take a look around the area, but be careful.
Right. Checking out the scar camp some more.
Look at all the weapons! Oh, and the turrets! Better move quickly.
So there's like optional boss fights in the game. Which you're just gonna completely ignore anyway. That's what I do. I ignore all the optional stuff and just go through the story.
There's a shaker relic. Wait, something's odd. Get a closer look, would you? See those radiant pieces of energy? They're echoes from the Anthem of Creation. Loads of scars nearby. Be careful. Return them to the relic. You've got to silence it fast. It's gone silent. Disaster averted. Do you think we get a bonus for... Wait, something's happening.
What the hell was that?
I think that was whatever made all the eggs around here. The sound came from below your position.
Some kind of sea monster.
On the plus side, this definitely counts toward hazard pay. There's a trail of this acid gunk leading down. Follow it, and we should find the source.
Yep, that's a giant monster, alright.
Looks like a fucking termite.
Oh, we don't even get to see it. Wow. Okay. Alright, well, my battery is getting low, so I gotta do something here.
How cool was that? I'm so hyped, you guys.
Not really.
Yeah, and that was
kind of a turn on
that
for
was
me.
actually just a short version of the full demo that we brought here to LA. So if you want to come by the Anthem Theater here at EA Play, you can check out the game live.
So I'm sure the question on everyone's mind, when do we get to play?
So Anthem comes out February 22nd, 2019 on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC.
So mark your calendars, everybody. Fire off your tweets.
Oh, February.
Thank you so much again.
It comes out on the same day as freaking
Team. I know you guys have that awesome theater outside.
Days
See
Gone.
you guys there. Give it up, everybody.
Okay, so what game am I gonna buy? The PlayStation game or the Xbox game? Whoa! Okay. Actually, it comes out for both PS4 and Xbox. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
I'm still gonna buy Days Gone over this shit.
All a round of applause. Now, some of what you saw today, you guys have to wait to play. But you guys, EA has so much available right now. Now, for those of you keeping score, you can get your free trial of FIFA 18's World Cup today. And you were told about the free trial of Origin Access. Yarny is back with a Buddy which is also available today. Plus, you can take on your friends in Command & Conquer Rivals starting today as well.
God damn it. I'm just gonna hold this shit.
Today, is anybody ready to go home and download anything? No? You're like, I just want to go outside into the fan fest. I get it. So, I want to let you guys know to keep your streams going because in just a few moments, the FIFA 18 World Cup live tournament is going to begin. I'm going to head outside and check out the games, but I think everyone comes down to the
Alright, well, that was the Electronic Arts press conference. Before I end the stream, I think I should probably give my final thoughts on the conference and everything they showed. It's a mixed bag, and there's definitely more bad moments than good. So first they showed off Battlefield 5, no gameplay whatsoever. They didn't really give us any like super big details except that there's going to be a Battle Royale mode, and that there's going to be a single player mode, which isn't quite a surprise. The biggest surprise was Battle Royale mode because I'm just like, it's not a good surprise either. It's like, okay, Black Ops 4 is doing it. I was expecting Battlefield 5 to not jump on the bandwagon, but no, they are jumping on the bandwagon, and that pisses me off. Alright, so next they showed off FIFA 19. I mean, they're showing it off now, but no big details on FIFA 19, just revamped gameplay like every year. Origins Access, basically a PC or an EA version of Steam, which I don't know what PC players feel about that. I don't know much about it, but I could care less. Here's something I do care about, a new Star Wars game coming out holiday 2019 called Jedi Fallen Order from Respawn Entertainment. You know, that's really the only thing we know about it, is that it's going to be a holiday 2019 game. We don't know if it's going to be a multiplayer game or a single player game. So hopefully we get more details next year about that. They show off some new stuff for Battlefront 2, which if you still play Battlefront 2, then you'll probably like this. New characters from the Clone Wars era, including Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi. Brand new content, and we get 2 indie games revealed. Unravel 2, Sea of Solitude. Both these games look very interesting, and I am looking forward to playing them. Unravel 2 is already out, so I'm going to check that out as soon as I end the stream. Next we got some more sports stuff, NBA Live 19 and Madden 19, both coming out this year. We got some gameplay of a new mobile game, Command & Conquer Rivals, which, I mean, okay, if you play mobile games, then there you go, something new for you. I don't play a mobile game, so I don't care about that. And they ended the show with gameplay of Anthem, which still looks like a generic open-world Destiny clone. So, I don't know what they can possibly do to get me interested in buying the game. And not only that, but the game's coming out on the same day as a very highly anticipated PlayStation exclusive, Days Gone. So it's like, already I have a reason to not buy the game, because I'm going to buy Days Gone on the same fucking day. So, yeah, that's basically EA Play 2018. Just, there was a few good moments in there, like the 2 indie games I liked, and the review of the new Star Wars game. But everything else was just like, they're not doing anything to hype me up for the big games like Anthem and Battlefield 5. I don't know, like, what's gonna happen this year with them in Battlefield 5, because, I mean, they got the Battle Royale mode, which, if you like Battle Royale mode, that's fine, but I don't, so I think that's just them jumping on the bandwagon, trying to make some extra money. Anthem looks like a complete shit show so far, and I think that's very disappointing for me to say, because I do want the game to succeed. I want BioWare to keep their jobs, so we'll see when the game finally comes out next year on February 22nd. But yeah, that was the EA conference. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow for Microsoft and Bethesda. Thank you for watching. Check you all later.